In this video, I will be presenting the different common assessment methods in online distance teaching. So what aspects of student learning can we assess online? There are many aspects of student learning we can assess our students online. And there are many aspects and there are many variables. Among the two major aspects are the following: interactivity or collaborative learning, and the second one is collective construction of knowledge. And I'm talking about assessing our students to ensure engagement in an online learning environment. As we all know, there are two major types of assessment. The first one is the formative assessment, or this refers to the immediate, specific, and forward-looking. Say, for example, how to improve future work. And this educative assessment provides scaffolding for student learning. This includes discussion activities, role plays, web quests, e-portfolios, research projects, teamwork, self-assessment, formative, peer review, analysis of data or artifact, and among others. On the other hand, what we have, or what we call summative online course. And this summative refers to auditive assessment with limited feedback that is basically intended to assess learning with a backward-looking view. Say, for example, what has been achieved. Some of the summative online course examples include online tests and quizzes, final assessment submission, and other final performance tasks. Now, let us specifically assign or identify online assessment methods according to the Bloom's taxonomy. Say, for example, for knowledge level, you can use multiple choice, the usual true or false, matching type, fill in the blank, short answer, flashcard, games, quizzes. Simulations, animations, and tutorials can be useful or more appropriate with the comprehension level. And in terms of the application level, multiple choice is also applicable. Short answer, essay, tutorial, simulation, games, and case studies. For the higher level, like analysis, synthesis, evaluation, you can still use multiple choice, essay, project, portfolio, simulation, presentation, paper, virtual lab, case studies, and many more. For sure, there are other online assessment methods, but these are the common, which are always available in any type of learning management system that we have. Let us try to segregate this online assessment method according to the form of assessment. If you will look at, on the first column is in the formative assessment, and these online assessment methods include discussion such as blog, such as board, such as chat, and even the online quiz. On the opposite side, on the summative assessment, you can use e-portfolio, you can use animated presentation, you can use project. But if you want a combination in relation to our bioconus learning, the formative and summative assessment includes case study, paper, self-assessment, simulation like animation, reflective, and the virtual simulation or the virtual hands-on exercises. Let us look closer this common assessment method as we describe one by one. The first one is online quizzes. Online quizzes refers to, or these are ideal for measuring learning results across a wide audience. Say, for example, in an open online course. Second, open-ended or essay questions. This type of online assessment method encourages critical thinking and one best suited or appropriate for evaluating higher level learning. Third, drag and drop activities. You can use this type of activity when you want learners to be able to apply the knowledge in real life situations. And I guess many of you experience into this in in our evaluation where you can drag and drop a particular response or choice that is best or appropriate answer to the given question. Fourth, online interview. This could be done during brief online inquiry among the students, and students can demonstrate their proficiency in various areas. Of course, during the online interview, there is a need to have a real-time or synchronous platform that can be used, such as Zoom, such as Google Meet, Big Button, and even a real-time chat platform. Another common assessment method, dialogue simulations. This refers to, or this is very helpful for the learners to be trained for real-life conversation with teachers, with customers, stakeholders, with their peers, with their classmates, schoolmates, and among others. And at the same time, you need a platform in using this or in implementing this kind of online assessment method. Another common assessment method is online poll or survey, like what you can see or what you experience in Zoom or even in Google Form. You can allow to capture feedback directly from your students, from the audience, from the group of learners on their learning experience, because many of the online polls and online surveys right now, there is interaction. There are interactive and visualization components where learners can easily get the feedback. And of course, from the previous discussion on gamification and game-based learning, these are one of the common assessment method also, the game type activities, and these are considered obviously fun and not test. So they are a good general indicator of skills and knowledge. Why? Because while they are learning, while we are measuring the skills and knowledge, students realize that it is interesting and they are learning with fun. Another common assessment method that many of the studies are saying to ensure learner to assessment engagement is on peer evaluation and review. Why? Because through this online assessment method, we can give each learner a chance to reflect on their own knowledge. And then we teachers, we can communicate our most consistent and structured feedback to the students. And last but not the least, and I think this is the most common to all, and I think many of you in this open online course experience, is forum posts. We can use this when we want our students, when we want our learners to interact with each other, to interact to the teacher, to the peers, as part of the learning process, while we are checking their comprehension and skills. There are many common assessment methods, but what I am only presenting is based on this infographic, the 9 common assessment methods. In the material that I shared with you, you can check specific activities in relation to formative assessment from discussion posts such as the boards, the blogs, and the chat. For quizzes, what are the specific activities and guidelines when we give quiz, when we give multiple choice and short answer. You can also look at midterm final exams, what are the guidelines in relation to projects, in relation to portfolios, and in relation to presentation. You can also check the case study. You can also check the guidelines on experience-based practicum. Check also how to give formative and summative assessments specifically on a paper or a terminal requirement for our students. There is also a so-called self-assessment and simulation, animation, virtual lab, game. You can also check out the different guidelines in giving reflective journal and how to do that, what are the necessary tools, what are the software that will also illustrate formative and summative. As I mentioned, there are many common assessment methods that we can apply and we can integrate in our classroom, and I am sure you also have your own way and original way of evaluating or assessing our student learning. Please don't hesitate to share the best practices for us also to learn and to improve our online distance teaching.